Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of my Airline Tycoon series with Phoenix Travel. Today in episode number 6 we're on to now, we are basically just going ahead and continuing our... We basically have upgraded a plane to a really good point. So, last episode we bought a plane, and in the episode we sort of just upgraded it, maintained it. It was down at like 40 odd %, whereas it's now in a really good condition where it can start to fly extremely frequently, and that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and get that started. So as you can see, as of Monday, we can now pretty much do non-stop flights on it. Now, I'm not really bothered what plane does what, because they're pretty much very similar. One has slightly more seats, the Cuxhaven, and can go about an extra 1,000 kilometers and has an extra ton. But they're pretty much interchangeable with me. What I am going to start to do though is I'm going to start to pick up more orders. As you can see, we have some more orders on the list here, which is great, and I'm happy about that. However, right now we are definitely feeling the need to get more money, so that's why we just need to do a lot of flying. That's really the bottom line. So that's what we're going to do. So as of, we'll probably start just a basic, we can't. This is going to be the issue, it's going to be gates going forward actually. So what we are going to do is we're going to start off with some, there we go. We're going to basically, no, there we go. Right, you just pay attention. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and start to have a lot of these going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm not going to necessarily have a full chock-a-block schedule, one because the plane's not quite perfect anyway. I'm definitely more than happy to move stuff around, but I'm only going to be moving stuff around for the other planes. So I am going to be going in for a chock-a-block schedule, but the schedule isn't going to stay chock-a-block, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's gonna definitely change up over time. So that's this filled up to, I'm going to fill this up to Friday probably for the time being. Then I'll leave a gap on Friday. No, I won't. No, I won't there either. So I'll leave gaps like that. So that's basically what I want to do. Ideally, every single day I can get 6 flights. In a 2-day span, I want 10 flights. So I always want there to be some gap at some point, i.e. for example, I'd take the middle 2 Wednesday ones out, for example. However, it really just plays around what's going to be going on this, because I'm probably not going to be using this as the main plane for going and just... I mean, again, it really depends on the destinations and all that, but we'll just have to see going forward. So where we're going to start today is Wednesday onwards from Singapore. So we can actually fly out... Oh, pardon me, I never burp, but I burp there. And that is so strange. Right, and the good thing is I have this bad boy now, so let's pull up this. And let's have a look at this. So from Tuesday night we're in Singapore. So that's fine. So let's close that. So Tuesday night we're in Singapore. Tuesday night we're in Singapore. So Singapore to Seoul, I can do that on the Tuesday night. So that means Seoul in that morning. So Wednesday morning we're in Seoul. I would love to do that flight actually. So that would be a long flight though from Seoul all the way back. But why don't we go to Tokyo, Singapore there? Then let's fly all the way out there and do that flight. It's no penalty, so we might as well go for it. And then we're looking at Thursday, which we can do from Sydney. Yeah, we can do that one. Again, that's a no penalty, so we might as well take it. We might as well go for it. And then with that, we can really start to accelerate the days and start to look at upgrading the individual planes on the inside. That's what I want to do. I could go for a new plane, which, don't get me wrong, is very tempting, but I think I just need to go for basics, to be honest, and just see how things go. Now we have an issue here which I'm going to have to tighten things up a lot. So it doesn't matter if there's gate collisions here because this will get the priority. That's an issue now though, that's a big issue. That's a lot, I mean it's not a problem, it's not a penalty, so I can just disregard it. But I really do want the money because that's a lot of money. A lot more than that is. That's got a penalty though, as do you. How are we going to make this work? Well, there's an easy way to make it work and you can probably tell what I'm about to do. What we're going to do is we're going to move you there. then what I would ideally, I just want that to gap actually, so we can do that there. So let's jump over to this, let's push you back just to there, that's fine. Then we can actually use this plane to do some of the dirty work, which is great, it honestly is. Have we got a flight to do today? Oh shit, we do. Right, well, you're going to be flying out, I guess, quite shortly, which is, I mean, it's not a problem. We'll move you, we'll move you. Where do we want to go from? Probably from Singapore, so let's do from you in there. Let's do that there. Now we have a lot of collisions, but we can just move you like that, and that honestly solves a lot of it, so that's pretty good. Again, we've not got a lot of brakes, though. But we'll just, I mean, it's a lot of money, that's the bottom line, it is a lot of money, which is very good to see. So that means that that day is filled up, then we're free from Thursday. Thursday night can have some more scheduled charters, because I mean, why not, they are profitable, and that leaves a little bit of a gap, and we are pretty much all good on that front. So let's go back to the stats and just see how we're doing. So we're definitely lower on the planes, I'm not bothered about that one though. I am more concerned about the dollar bills, and more shares have been issued, which I have not snapped up, I don't think. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to make our way to the bank and see what we can do. I mean, right now I don't have a lot of money as it is anyway, but if the share value is cheap, then I'm going to go for it. If not, I'm happy to just let airline just disappear from me, to be honest. I'm really not that bothered. I mean, we're very early game. This is episode 6. We're on day, like, what? We're just into month 2. Honestly, I mean, an average game lasts at least 6 months. So, that's why the game is, it's very much, I mean, it takes a long time, so it's not necessarily always the best YouTube series, but anyway, let's see how much the shares that I want in Sunshine would cost me. So if I was to go for all 12, then that is, not all 12. If I was to go for 99, which I can get only 14, that would cost me very little. So very little, so that's why I've gone for it. I mean, your share value is just so low. Same with Honey, actually. I'm surprised, I don't even know what Honey's doing. I'm very, very, very confused. Our share price is pretty, I mean, we've got all of ours though, that's the thing. So, I mean, I guess it's sort of just what we do. It's really makes our share prices fluctuate. It's not necessarily what we actually, or what other airlines have effect on us. So we don't need to worry about that, which is great. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I need money, so we're going to skip forward at least 2 days. We should hopefully go up quite a bit. That was a nice 500,000, and then this should hopefully be another significant chunk of money, which is about 600,000, ooh, actually probably about 800,000 all in all, which is tasty indeedo. So you're at 81%, so you're actually going backwards. You've just got such a busy schedule, so we're going to give you a breathing space on Thursday, which is fair enough. Let's have a look here. So, how are we actually doing? We are, I mean, that one made 39,000, that one made 42,000. You weren't actually quite full. I mean, you're 2 seats off being full, so it wasn't drastically short. And then you were a considerable amount of seats off, but I could raise the prices again. It's tempting, don't get me wrong, but I think things are good at this level, you know that. I really do think they're good at this level. It's just as long as that plane doesn't drop too badly, because I can't afford to have that happen. What we are going to do is we are going to drop some of this and drop these two here, and then Friday morning, can we get stuff in on Friday morning? I mean, you're doing that route anyway on Friday, so what we need to look for is flights from Friday coming out of air travel here, and then we'll really just go from that and see what happens. So let's jump into here from Friday onwards. So we've got 2 until Sundays, both going down to Melbourne until Sundays. I think we'll take them both, to be honest. Then have we got any more going in that direction? We've got another until Tuesday, but it's not a lot of money. We've got until Sunday to Osaka. Then we've got, I could do that in correlation. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to take you as well. So that's me taking 5 flights off the board, which very much isn't like me, but we can get on the phone to Seoul and see what they say, because I think I'll have a possible gap up at the top end of Europe. So let me have a look here. So Singapore to Sydney, yes. Let's do that. I don't really care about a lot of this. So you're flying back to Bangkok. So we can now do oh shit, all of these leave from the one end, don't they? That is annoying. That is very annoying actually. Right, okay, so we'll do that there. How much do you even yield? A fair amount of profit, to be fair, actually, so we'll get rid of you. This is the better plane in terms of health. All user until Sunday until Wednesday, so you know, these are going to be like early morning flights going out, to be honest. We've got another one to get in though, that's the thing. Back-to-back Sydney Melbournes, honestly. Well, you are Singapore Osaka. So if we can maybe get a flight from Seoul back down this end of the country, that would be great. So let's go by branches Seoul, and I'm wanting something from Seoul down to where I am, or Australia. Seoul Hong Kong, I could take that. Seoul Delhi's a little bit out the way. However, it's not the end of the world. Tokyo Seoul, not really helpful. What about... Wait, do I need to come down from that end of the world. So Seoul to Singapore I could do. That's 100 tons though. So it would take 4 flights for that, so that's not worth it. We'll take a Seoul Hong Kong, which is, I mean, it's not a great plane, but it's gonna make me money instead of losing me money. So what I want to do is on the return, Singapore, so Sydney to, where is this going? Osaka, so it must be going in there. Yeah, that works out. Yeah, there we go. So that works out. So that fills you up to Monday, which is great, and then you can fly out to Delhi on... Or no, where are you? Melbourne. Okay, right, that's fair enough. So we can make something work there. I'm not overly bothered, and then you're just continuing on as you are. Though I'm gonna give you a few breaks, you know what I mean? So the plane needs the breaks every 2 days, literally right now. So I'll go ahead and fill you in till Sunday as well. So you'll take another Singapore, Bangkok in there, and then you'll actually get another break on Sunday as well, just because Sunday at the airports, you know what I mean. So that's giving it a decent amount of breaks. And that means then you are in, that means you're sorted till Monday. And that means that you are sorted until Monday as well. And we can skip forward 2 days. So I really just want to get a lot more capital, and that's what we have just done. We have just made a shit ton, probably about 1.5 million. And let's skip forward into the next day as well. So this tactic's obviously working. The Bangkok flights are actually really working out okay. That night we only made 300,000, so a bit of a contrast. But let's see adverts. We've not actually been advertising in a long time, though a lot of it is started off, so a lot of it's doing quite well. You're at 81%, though you've got a lot of breaks coming up, which is good to note. What we are going to do is we're going to continue to fill you up actually, so you're going to pretty much just get lots of day gaps, to be honest. You know that I'm really happy to do a system like this for now until you just improve again. You're not drastic that we have to have like no flying, if you know what I mean, but doing this system works quite well across the airline. So let's continue with that. Let's do, there are brochures on boards. Oh dear, right, that's more sabotage. I need to get into the sabotage game, and that's what we'll do today actually. I think we need to do that. The reason is just because I think that we are missing out in terms of we can like affect the share price of other airlines, and that would be good. So we need flights from Monday, ideally from Melbourne, Australia up, basically from Monday onwards. So Australia up from Monday onwards. I don't know if there'll be much in for Monday, to be honest, yet. Until Sunday, that's not really that great. You're until Thursday, you're mail. You're not actually that a lot of money. Singapore Delhi is not too bad, but that's on Sunday until Wednesday. Seoul, I will take that, but it's not the most convenient. Seoul's good though, because I mean that's my branch, so I can deal with Seoul very much so. I don't really know then actually, so we should probably target an airline and actually go after it, That's really what I do need to do, so let's jump into here. Let's actually go ahead and at this stage, you're gonna be So where's that? That's Delhi, that's India. So if we get on the phone to... Hold up. I can do this. Sin, sell, you're so confused, sorry. Right, let me have a think. So if you're Singapore to Delhi, then why don't we just stick you there and then stick you there? So I need something that is in Seoul, or to go to Seoul. Maybe even from Delhi to Seoul, because that would be perfect. Delhi to Seoul on like Tuesday or something. Delhi to Seoul. There's no flights in between them, but like Peking to Seoul I can do. On Sunday though, not the best. Could take it though, it's no penalty. Seoul to Delhi on Saturday. I can't do that on a Saturday though. Seoul to Hong Kong, maybe. Nah, it's just the timings are all wrong, you know what I mean? Let me jump back into here. Can I fit you in? I can't fit you in. It's not a problem. I mean, you've got no financial penalty, I believe, do you? No, you don't, so that's fine. Can we just actually discard you then? Can you do that? I never knew that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right, so that's that gone, which is good. So I can't really do much, to be honest. I need to fly into Seoul for Tuesday. I need to fly into Seoul for, and I'm not going to get that yet. So let's skip forward another 2 days. Then we're going to look at other airlines. Yeah, I knew that was coming. You know what? We're going to actually stop there. And we're going to look at other airlines now. So let's go ahead and let's jump back into the bank first of all. Because I really just want to see what airline I'm more likely to be going for. I need to look at the ins and outs here, so let's look at the, first of all, routes. None of them are still on routes, which is strange, I feel, at this stage of the game anyway. I think for a good tactic, I mean, I'm gonna win, obviously, but I think that if you're wanting to make the game extremely long, they should probably be on routes by now, but that's not the end of the world. In terms of actual... and now... It's weird because I look at orders and I'm not the top in orders, Falcon is. But then in terms of miscellaneous, I don't know what that falls under. Is that cargo or? Very strange indeed. We are doing relatively well on routes now though. I mean, routes is just going to get better and better by the day. We're doing very well on that. I am interested in the amount that everyone's got in their account. So, I mean, Sunshiner is actually the biggest, but that means they're less likely to go financially bust. So should I put the pressure on Honey? And do like a really, really bad sabotage? Because that's an option. But at the same, 44 against 38, but then you've got the money to play the long game though, so... I'll do sabotage on both, you know that. Let's do that, so let's go ahead and let's do something really bad to, I'm thinking Sunshine to be honest. Because Sunshine Airways are just, it's worth nothing. Really is worth nothing, I mean, Honey's just not budged at all. Something special for my opponents. That's not that bad, is it? Was it really that bad? I don't know where they have security though in that, because sometimes the sabotager tells you, sometimes he doesn't, so... That's gonna happen tomorrow, which is good. In terms of the other planes, you just need lots of brakes. You're at 81 right now, so you're back at the lower end. So we'll see how you are tomorrow. Oh, the sabotage just sort of must have got found, or it wasn't that significant, so... I mean, she's not going to rush and sell shares, is she? No, she's not, so that was sort of the hope, but yeah, that tactic's probably not going to work. This is where you just have to play the long game, to be honest, to take over another airline. Right now, we just need to focus probably on ourselves. So you're at 81 again, so leaving these gaps is probably a good thing, to be honest. We have the money to get you up to 100, so we might take like a Thursday off or something, but until then I think we're good to go. Right, we can now actually turn our attention though to... Can we get a flight from Monday Australia to Singapore? Is that what I need? Yeah. So Monday Australia to Singapore. Monday Australia to Singapore. Monday Australia to Singapore. It's a lot of memorization, you know that. Right, first of all, is there any Australia on there? There's not. Is Last Minute even open on a Sunday? I don't know if it is. There's actually nothing that's convenient for me, or there's nothing that's quite financially good, but Monday's not the day. unfortunately. Monday, come on, give me something on Monday. Tuesday we're busy as well. I mean, I can bring the other plane into operation if I really want to, but there's no... That's not bad, actually. Is there any, like, groundbreakers? Miami, Lima, I'm not in that part of the world, though. No, I mean, that's not bad. Cape Town, Buenos Aires, but again, you're a bit out the way, aren't you? Okay, I can't fill that gap. That's the bottom line. We can get on the phone to Seoul today, though, and see what they say. And, I mean, I don't really know. I think we're just gonna have to just have not the best few days. Go into your office, mate. Let's have a look here. So, let's go for... I can't remove that. I mean, 57,000 isn't a bad loss anyway. So why don't we try get something going from... This is again Delhi to Seoul. Something going into Seoul, that would be good. For Tuesday, Delhi to Seoul. I mean, if that route was perfectly there, that would be great, but it's not. Tuesday, Wednesday. Right, so we've got 2 untils. Which are... I mean, Delhi, we're already on the way to Helsinki, so we could take that. But is that on the smaller plane? Yeah, so I couldn't even do that flight. So you know what, I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I think I'm just gonna have to. There's some really, really good cargo ones right now, you know that. Like that, mail to Seoul. That would require 3 planes, but I've got until Saturday to do that, so you know what, we're gonna grab that and take that. And we're gonna start to schedule that in, so... Well, yeah, obviously I can't. Oh, it can only be on this plane. Oh, fuck. Right, okay, well that sort of throws things up in the air. Right, Delhi, we can do Delhi to Seoul. It's gonna have to be that way, and then we're gonna just go for that. So as of Tuesday, I mean, we're gonna have to deal with this contract, so Tuesday and Wednesday are gonna be reserved for this contract. Which is gonna take a lot out the plane, I think. But it's not the worst thing in the world, so that works out fine. So, mail to Seoul. Can I get closer to mail? Probably not. But I'm gonna need to take more than this. I need to take a lot more than this, actually. So what we'll do is we'll take 3 days off for that plane. Like that. So where's this? This ends in Seoul. So, I mean, we're not gonna get much better than that, are we? Would Bangkok be closer? Doesn't actually make a difference, so we might as well put the flight in. Singapore to Bangkok, so there we go. It doesn't actually make a difference, so that's fine. And then we're all good to go there. So that'll be back on the Friday, so Thursday it does have some downtime. And we'll give it its usual gap on the Saturday afternoon. Which is fine, and that continues on as normal, and you're fine till Wednesday. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we go on to the next day. Now, we didn't really make that much money overnight. Sabotage, that could have been the leaflets there. So is there going to be a share shock? I don't know if there will be. We need to check if there has been a share shock, but there's not. Even more, Falcon Lines is just getting more and more like, it's so strange. Probably about the same amount, 27%, maybe even more than that, maybe like in the 30 something percent's up for sale there. Though it is a lot more costly, so... Interesting. Anyway, how are we doing? You need flights from Tuesday, and you're pretty much set. You are set, pretty much. So, and then you'll be back to normal schedule Sunday, Monday, so on till 5th. So you're pretty much fine there, actually. You know what, we're going to move you up an hour as well. It's just annoying me that. So there we go, that aligns a little better. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, lots of gaps and lots of 500,000. That's gonna be a good few days, actually. I mean, the return flights, they're not actually bad on losing money. This plane's actually got marginal. It's pretty much the same fuel efficiency. They're very much the same planes, actually. I mean, this one has got, I think, speed of 900 and tank or consumption 2,800. This one's got 10 kilometers slower, and the consumption is a little bit higher. So there you go. I think that was a really good buy, actually. We just had to fix this one up. In saying that, what I think we're going to do right now is, I mean, the thing is, you're just full non-stop, aren't you? How are you doing? Yeah, 249. You were 202, but that's not that bad. You're full, so it's interesting. Very interesting. We could actually, I think we should maybe start to move to an evening schedule. So I think you make more money in the evening. Early morning flights are always a bit, I mean that one was maybe just a freak one, but I don't know. We'll try going to an evening schedule and see if that fills up that little bit better. Right, I really need to just go ahead and I don't really know. I'm very unsure what to do. What we're going to do is we're going to fly again, and that means on Wednesday morning we're in Singapore. So Wednesday morning we're in Singapore. We just need to get some more flights on the go. I feel we need a new plane, we need a new gate, and we need to start to upgrade these individual planes. So there's a lot to do. Right, okay, you're no penalty as it is, so we'll grab you anyway. Singapore to Hong Kong, not Tuesday. We can do Manila on Thursday, that's not bad. And we can do, Hong Kong's pretty shit, to be honest. Riyadh again, that would be Thursday. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But do I want to do it? Not overly. There's really not a lot on offer there at all, is there? Singapore to Manila, no there's not. I don't like it, I really don't. What we are going to do is, I can't really, I need to use the other plane for cargo now. It doesn't like me using the smaller plane for some reason, so. Interesting, very, very interesting indeed. Let's jump back into here though, and let's place that flight, I guess you could say. That's going to be Melbourne on Thursday. So that'll be 302, losing 64, so not that bad at all. Wednesday, the thing is, we need to sort of, because this plane's not flying to Bangkok from Tuesday to Friday, then we need to use this other plane for that, which is not a bad thing actually. I'm glad we sort of got the two planes to do this, so we'll move you up to about maybe there, and then when you get back on the Thursday, you can do another one, and then on the Friday morning, you can do another one as well, and then the other plane will take over once more with the Friday night, which you do, which is grand. So that means I can skip forward to, I think we're going to skip forward to Wednesday, just see if we can get, I mean we're not really going up that much money. That's another sabotage for Sunshine though, which is good. Just go up, go up, go up. Yeah, we're not actually making groundbreaking money these last 2 days, which is unfortunate, to say the least. How are we doing? I actually want to check something. If we go in here, so image of the route's at 82%, so I mean again I'm not really going to do too much with that. There's not much need to do much with that, sorry about the mic there. Yeah, I mean capacity's 95%, I really can't complain about that, so. We're all good, honestly, things are smooth. I just need to wait for stuff to happen in game now, or I need to wait for me to considerably get more cash, and that's only going to be happening by just moving through the days quite quickly right now, to be honest. So this is where the long game comes in, I guess you could say. There's not been a lot, I feel, in the last episode, and I think the next episode is going to be very much the same, but if you enjoy my voice, then all is good. I've recorded 6 episodes today, and there's probably going to be a lot more, to be honest, so I'll just see how things go. Yeah, you've issued a lot more shares, which is annoying. You're down at 70%, you're at 70%. Your share price is at $13 though, which is hilarious, and you've still not issued anything else, so buy stocks. And then if we do that, and then we do that, and then we go for 99, which we can only get 15, or 14, then we can get that for a pathetic amount of money. It's just so low. I mean, it's gone up $2, but it's just awful. But she's just going to issue more and more and more shares. I just need to keep chasing her, that's the bottom line. What can I do? What are my shareholder rights? Okay. That's interesting actually. So I need 50%, and as long as they don't own 30% in mine, so I own 29% in theirs. Your stake is too small, you need at least, yeah, I want more though. Right, we can start to go down the line of something else actually. I mean, we can buy into this as well. How much? Their shares would be quite a lot. I don't really want to chase 3 airlines at once, because it means your cash is split and it's just not that nice. What I do want to do though is we're going to go ahead and look at some staff right now though, because I'm going to get some advisors. Because I think it's a time for that now, so Show me the file with visors. Okay, well, maybe another time then. Thanks for... Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, some things just aren't happening, so... Right, right now we are... Oh, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I think we're gonna call it there for today for the actual day itself. And, oh yeah, we made a good amount of money there. That was probably due to... We'll actually start some plane upgrades, you know that. We'll do interior first of all. I always feel interior is most important, so... How much is that going to cost? That's going to cost quite a lot. It's going to cost not that much, actually. We might just go straight to 3 stars, you know that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go to 3 stars straight away. This is the bigger plane, so that has happened. So that's now a 3-star plane. Then if we go to the other one, let's make you at least a 2-star plane, which that costs a fair amount as well. And there we go, so that's me spent a lot of money, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to end this episode. So I hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you are new around here. Go down into the description below, check out my Twitter and my Patreon. All support is very much appreciated. And that is all for this video, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you very much for watching. My name is Bigfoot, and I'm out.